Chapter 8, Mishnah 11. Most korbanos have their blood thrown against the outer mizbeach, which stands in the courtyard. The exceptions are certain types of chatas offerings whose blood is applied inside the heichal. See Chapter 5, Mishnahs 1 and 2. We shall refer to the former as outer offerings and the latter as inner offerings. This Mishnah discusses a case in which the blood of an outer offering was mixed with the blood of an inner offering. If blood that must be applied inside the heichal is mixed with blood that must be applied outside the heichal, i.e. on the outer mizbeach in the courtyard, the mixture may not be used at all, because it is forbidden to apply blood to a place where it does not belong. Rather, it should be poured into the channel. However, if a Kohen violated this law and applied the mixture outside the heichal and then applied it inside, each korban would be valid, because the fact is that some blood of each korban was applied in the correct place. But if he did the reverse, that is, he first applied the mixture inside the heichal and then applied it outside, the inner offering would certainly be valid after the fact, but Tanaim disagree about the outer offering. Rabbi Akiva rules that the outer offering would be invalid for the reason given below, while the sages rule that in most cases it would be valid. This dispute is based on a verse in the Torah, Vayikra chapter 6, verse 23, that states that if the blood of an ordinary chatas is brought inside the heichal, the korban becomes invalid. The Tanaim disagree as to whether this law applies only to the ordinary chatas or to all other outer offerings as well. For Rabbi Akiva says, if any blood, i.e. the blood of any outer offering, is brought into the heichal to atone for sin, the korban becomes invalid, because the Torah's disqualification of blood brought inside the heichal applies not only to the ordinary chatas, but to all other types of outer offerings. Therefore, as soon as the mixture of blood discussed here, the blood of an inner offering and the blood of an outer offering, is brought inside the heichal, the outer offering becomes invalid. But the sages say that the Torah's decree includes only the ordinary chatas, since that is the only type of korban mentioned explicitly in the verse. Thus, if the blood of an ordinary chatas is brought inside the heichal, the chatas would indeed become invalid. But if the blood of any other type of outer offering is brought inside the heichal, the korban would remain fit for its avodah. In our case, therefore, even though the mixture was first applied inside the heichal and then applied to the outer mizbeach, the outer offering, provided that it is not a chatas, remains valid as well. The next Tana agrees with the sages that the verse refers only to an outer chatas, but he holds that the disqualification also applies to one other type of outer offering. Rabbi Eliezer says not only is the chatas subject to this disqualification, but so is the asham, because it is stated in Vayikra chapter 7, verse 7, as the chatas, so the asham. According to this Tana, this disqualification applies to the ordinary chatas and to the asham, though not to any other type of outer offering.